Hi BookTube, welcome to Book Talks with Miss Thomas. I'm Miss Thomas. If you are new here and you like hearing about books, please subscribe. And if you are returning, thanks so much and welcome back. So I don't buy books very often. If you watch my channel at all, you know I'm also kind of minimalist. So when I do buy books, I give them away, usually after I finish reading them. That said, I did go ahead and splurge and buy a bunch of books. I think 7 of them are from thrift books, but I'm going to start with this one book I bought on Amazon. And the reason I bought a book from Amazon is because, you know, when you buy something and it'll say, if you like this, you'll probably like this. So I want to encourage that feature because I used to utilize a feature like that at the library. There was this web page on the library that would you could type in a book you liked and it would recommend a bunch of other books. And so I want to make sure that since there's that thing, if you like this, you'll like that, I want to make sure that that stays. So I took advantage. And also I thought, well, if, you know, I really do like mysteries and thrillers, I tend to buy those from Amazon. So Amazon's website recommended this, The Family Across the Street, right? The Family Across the Street by Nicole, I guess it's Trope or Trope. I'm not sure. Like I say, I know nothing about it, but it sounded really good. It's about this picture perfect, idyllic neighborhood and this really lovely seeming family, you know, really cute couple with twins. They move in and you come to find out something's not quite as it seems. I'm thinking it's the family is a little weird. I don't know, but I like mysteries and I like thrillers, and this one sounded good to me. And plus, I wanted to encourage the feature, so I went ahead and made the purchase. Now, the rest were from thrift books because, like I say, I'm not really a collector of books. I like to read them and, you know, give them away. So I did really like this book called Always Watching. It's part of a Guardian series and it hooked me in right away. And it was about this girl. She owns a business. It's like a bodyguard business, and she was hired to protect this guy. And it was just one thing after another. It was really fast paced, a lot of action, a smidge of romance. That's not really my thing, but since there was so much action and adventure, I enjoyed it. And there was a cute little kid. So I liked that book so much, I bought another one by the same author in the same Guardian series. And that one is here. It's called Without Warning by Lynette Eason. I always want to say Easton, but it's Eason. So I don't know anything about it, but I thought, okay, I really liked the first book in the series. I don't know if this is the second book. Yeah, it doesn't tell me if it's the second or the third. I mean, I don't know, because I just saw it on thrift books and thought, well, I like the first one, so I'll give this one a try. Let me see real quick what it's about. Okay, so I'm not really sure. I can't get a real sense of what it's about, but if it's anything like the other one, I'm going to like it. It just says that Daniel Matthews is the target of a killer. He's not as concerned as the women in the Guardian series, and he's not real thrilled to have a woman bodyguard. But his niece, I think it says his niece urges him to hire them to protect him. So I don't know, but I really liked the first one. So I'm going to give this a try. So as you may know, Chrissy at Chrissy's Purple Library, love her, and she sent me a Christy Barrett book. So I really, really liked it. I reviewed it on this channel if you're interested, but I thought everybody seems to like this Christy Barrett, and now I finally know why. So I got a book by her. I don't know. I don't think it's anything like the book that I read and reviewed. It looks like a much older one, like a more cozy mystery. So here you have it. I don't know if this is one with the dogs. She has some books with dogs. Let me see. Hold on. No mention of a dog. So in this one, there's a girl named Elle, and her father hires a Navy SEAL to protect her, and the Navy SEAL starts to have feelings for her, and he's trying really hard to keep them at bay. So it's probably a slow burn romance, but I love the idea of a Navy SEAL, you know, a Navy SEAL bodyguard. Who wouldn't want that? So anyway, Christy Barrett, always a win. So I thought I'd go ahead and give that one a try. All right, now I have not yet opened this one, so I don't know what's in it. I remember roughly what I bought, but I'm not sure. So let me get my scissors and we'll see together what's in this particular package. I got 3 packages. That was the delay, actually, was the first 2 came right away and the third one was taken forever. So that's why this video wasn't up last week. Okay, here we go. Oh, another Christy Barrett. So I don't remember buying 2, but I know I really liked Christy Barrett, the book that Chrissy, not Christy, sent me the Christy book. So Christy sent me Christy, not Agatha Christie. But anyway, I thought I really liked that book. So I thought I'd give some more of her books a try. I have on my Audible account, Just the Nicest Person, I think it's called. A lot of the booktubers are talking about that one. That's a more current one, but this looks like an oldie from her. But since I like the other book so much, I figure I'll probably like it. This one, Race Against Time. Okay, so this one is about a woman, a mother. So I'm definitely going to like that. I love books with kids in them. I don't know if the kid's in the book, but the main character's a mother, and there's a crazy serial killer after her, and there's a detective that's trying to track down the killer. So this one, I'm betting it'll be fast-paced, and I'm hoping for some, some family-type dynamic. I love the little kids in books. Not for bad things to happen to them, but just, like comic relief. I'm teaching Shakespeare in actually both of my classes, 10th and 12th. And so I was telling the kids about comic relief, I think the little kids, they can sometimes provide comic relief in these intense thrillers. I don't know. I have no idea what to expect, but I'm going to try it. Next up. Another Lynette Eason. So it's weird. I got a Lynette Eason and a Christy Barrett in one package and a Lynette Eason and a Christy Barrett in a completely different package on a completely different day. So I don't know. But I liked, like I say, this is the same author, Lynette Eason. And this one, this is from the Guardian series. I'm thinking this one's probably not, because the Guardian ones, they tend to all look like this. At least the other one I read. I don't know. But this one is Collateral Damage by Lynette Eason. Okay, so this one, Collateral Damage, it deals with people in the Army. And so there's a woman in the Army, and it sounds like maybe she has PTSD or something. And she's struggling with whether or not to see a therapist and get some help. And then I think it seems like someone's after her. And then there's a guy in the Army that's probably going to help her. I don't know. I don't know anything about it yet, but that's based on the back, what I'm expecting. So it's, Lynette Eason, what's not to like? So anyway, I'll review that eventually. I'll read it and tell you what I think. All right, that's the end of that bag. So this is the bag that I had to wait and wait and wait. I was thinking maybe my husband has friends that work for the post office. And so I was thinking, did one of your friends get mad at you and redirect our mail or something? I don't know. But this one, for some reason, came a week later. But this is the one I was really interested in. So these were my top picks. I can't wait to show these to you. Drum roll, please. I hate this green, I don't know. It seems to I love thrift books. I'm not complaining. But why do they have to give you this really annoying, plastic? I mean, I guess it's waterproof and all that, so that's why. Can I just say real quick, though, I love my Amazon delivery guy. I always get on Amazon and I give one of those good reviews. It says, your package was delivered, and it gives you, thumbs up or thumbs down. And I always give a thumbs up. And because I do that, my Amazon guy, he's so careful. He, tucks my books under my mat if it's windy outside, and he opens the storm door and puts them in there. It really pays to be nice to your Amazon delivery guy. This is thrift books, so not the same thing. Maybe that's why this one came so late. Okay, anyway, I'm just kidding, but let's see what I got. The Souls of Lost Lake. Now, I have been meaning to read this one forever. I think maybe since it came out, I've been planning to read this. I read another Jamie Jo Wright, The Gossamer Pond, A Reckoning at Gossamer Pond, and it was really good. It had a dual timeline. It had a modern couple where, they broke up mysteriously. We didn't really know the deal. And then the one guy ended up moving in right next door to the girlfriend, the ex-girlfriend, like high school sweetheart. And so there was some bad blood between them. And then we find out what happened in their romance and why it ended badly. That was the modern timeline. And then the old timeline was like this tent in the center of town kind of thing with these guys. They were brothers, I think, and they went around preaching. The Reckoning at Gossamer Pond. Anyway, I really loved it. And so I thought, all right, we'll give Jamie Jo Wright another try. I don't know anything about this one. I know I've seen it on BookTube. I know other people liked it, and I know I enjoyed Jamie Jo Wright. So yay to Souls of the Lost Lake. Nope, Souls of Lost Lake. Yay to the Souls of Lost Lake. All right, next. This one I definitely have been holding out for. I almost bought this one full price when it first came out because I loved the first book by this author. This was an adorable cozy mystery about this girl, and she's like in the first book, she was this kind of shallow Instagram vlogger, and she was all about how she looked, and she got jilted at the altar. And so she went to this house that she inherited, I think from her aunt, and she inherited the bakery, and she inherited the dog. And I love that, the big dog, he's huge. And so she learns, as she's in this new house, running this bakery and dealing with this dog, she learns to kind of get over herself. And I know that sounds harsh because she really wasn't a negative or bad person. She was just a little bit self-involved. And she definitely gets past that in the first book. And there's a murder in her bakery and she's determined to solve it. And it was just a great book. So as soon as there was another one, this one, Murder is a Piece of Cake. As soon as this one came out, I was like, yes, please. But I waited because I was busy with a lot of other books and I had restraint. So I got it. Now I've got it and I can't wait to read it. Highly recommend this author, by the way. Valerie Burns. Her name is Valerie Burns. All right, I think this is the last one. I don't remember anything about it, so you're going to find out with me. This one is, Code of Justice. I don't remember this at all. Code of Justice by Liz Johnson. I'm almost wondering, was it an error? Because I don't even recognize the author. So let me read the back and see if it rings any bells. Hang on. Okay, you know what? I think I do kind of remember this one. I think it was one of those deals where I had a bunch of books in the shopping cart and it recommended this. And I really do want to see that service continue. Like I say, I loved when the library did that. You could put in a book and it would recommend similar books. So when the shopping cart does that, I tend to take advantage, if for no other reason, just to encourage the business to use that service. But I'm going to read this to you because I still don't remember it. But it sounds just like something I would like. It says on the back, it says, follow the drugs. Her sister's last words shake FBI agent Heather Sloan to the core. They also convince her that the helicopter crash only Heather survived wasn't an accident. Okay, so there's this FBI agent named Heather and her sister dies. And then the deputy that's assigned to the case, Heather tries to convince him to work with her so they can solve it together. It sounds like maybe there's going to be a romance there. And then the killer starts to target Heather. So Heather's, the guy that, or girl, whoever, the killer that killed Heather's sister is going to target her. So yeah, that does sound like something I would read and enjoy. So there you have it. Those are my books. I have plenty to read now. So I'll tell you some other things I'm working on right now. If you want to put in the comments your feedback. I've been reading books and I've noticed that different perspectives are present in the books. One book I read, the narrator, the main character in the story, talks about what it's like to be a woman who's Black in a world of a lot of white people. And it comes up and she has a conversation in the book where she is saying how she wishes that she was able to read more books in high school about people who look like her, people with Black skin or brown skin. I'm not sure. I actually reached out to the author because I wanted to know how best to word that. I don't want to offend anybody. I want to praise the book. I want to say I really loved that different perspective that the book was coming from. And so I want to do a video on that book. And then I also, now I'm currently reading a book about a Cuban American, and she's talking about her experience as a Cuban woman. She's married to a white guy, last name is Smith, and the mother-in-law, just really nasty, lots of microaggressions. And so I thought it would be nice to put those two books in the same review and talk about just different voices and different perspectives. I love, if you know me at all, I love the Dial A for Aunties books. That's the first. I think there's 3 in there right now, and another one's just come out. I have it on my Libby app, so I'm about to listen to that. And then there's Vera Wong. I love Vera Wong. So a couple of different perspectives, but I'd love a suggestion on what to call that. I was thinking multicultural lit, but I don't know if that's the right way to say, or if it's like diverse books with diverse perspectives, diverse opinions. I don't want to say marginalized, because I don't want to marginalize anybody. I want to glorify these books. I thought they were fantastic. So that's the next video that I'm working on. If you have any input there, I would love how best to even word the title. So that's what's going on with me for now. I hope everybody's out there reading, having a great time, and I'll see you next week.